Howdy-ho, everyone. I am Nathan Blake, and welcome to Hammer_Space. This is a super neat little puzzle, platforming, first-person shooter type game that has us playing as a game dev or perhaps a game tester in an unfinished game. So, humorously, I think that's kind of what we're actually doing, is playing an unfinished game, but, we'll see what we think. I have actually played through it, because once again, I had some major issues, but I have vowed to not allow that to stop us from playing games. So we're gonna do it anyway. So here is a dev comment. Some playtesters double tap spacebar instead of timing the second jump. Can we communicate that better somehow? I love that it has this way of teaching us double jump to reach further. This way of teaching us that uses the devs communicating with each other. It really makes me curious if maybe these are real conversations that they had and stuff like that. So turn before the second jump to change the direction. So in here we've got where there should be weapons and instead there's errors, and there's a little note over here. Reminder, weapon prefix change to weapon underscore. John will need to update object names and levels. So for those of you who wouldn't know, because these are called weapon underscore RPG instead of WPN underscore, they're not here. And so we can't get guns. So how do we play this game that is a first-person shooter without guns, you might add? Well, hey, let's see what Nope. But what is this? A break in space-time, perhaps? What happens if we approach it? Boom. Player out of bounds, resetting level. So this is the idea of the game. Not only does it allow us to get that beautiful Windows 95 my program just froze look to everything, but on top of it, it allows us a special type of freedom while playing the game. So it's very neat. It turns into something very reminiscent of Portal or something, but under the premise that the game itself is actually broken, which is really neat. We have Mjolnir! Although I don't think it's called Mjolnir in here. It is the Hammer_Space though, and boy does it not make a satisfying death for our opponents here. So these are jump pads, they say. Nothing over there, but we do have a dev comment over here. The hammer keeps breaking level geometry. Please don't place it inside levels for now. And this really does. I continue to be curious if this is a situation where the creators of the game started having a problem like this, something similar. I know it wouldn't be exactly the same, but a similar problem. And then while they were making a game, and they're like, you know what, that's the game now. That's the game. So when you're in this in-between world, gravity is super different, and it allows you to jump around and stuff. And it's so cool because it turns into a stealth mechanic, because now we can just sort of up here next to a bad guy and hit him. And that's super important because, as you're gonna see here in a second, this should be enough for playtesters. For now, I'll expand the tutorial after we have more solid grip on core mechanics. When you actually whack this and go in, see, out of bounds, resetting level. So the bad guys come back. So you have to do everything in one go, essentially, if you don't want some real legit problems for yourself. So we've got this whole big old level to play with now coming up here. Jump pad not found. I noticed that the gravity lowers when I no-clip through the walls. I can jump all around the level. Can you fix that? I'll look into it, but it's probably not an issue. Players aren't supposed to be out of bounds anyway. And it's things like that that make me assume these are not real conversations that they had. This issue didn't happen on accident at all, which I know it wouldn't have happened entirely on accident, but what if something similar happened is kind of my question. But it's just that it would be difficult to have one of these things happen and then it work well enough for you to be like, that should be a game mechanic. Because for instance, if we fall off of here, then we're just gonna straight up die. We're not gonna land somewhere, we're gonna die, and then it's gonna have us respawn. So it's useless without the ability to hit things and have the platform here for us. So I do think this is just super awesome because it creates a stealth mechanic that is really unique, because at the same time as being a mechanic that allows us to go places we're not supposed to go and do things we're not supposed to do, it also allows us to see things, and that's really unique. The fact that we can walk in here and we can see things that we wouldn't be able to see otherwise is a completely unique setup. It allows you to essentially scout ahead into areas that you wouldn't be able to scout otherwise, let alone doing things in these areas over here. I was just kind of checking around. There are some secrets roundabouts, and I've only ever found one of them, so I was just kind of giving it a look around to see if I could find any of the secrets over there. But I didn't see any. I've probably already missed any important secrets around here. Man, it is trippy to do that and see things, try to see things. But obviously this would, like, you guys would have probably gotten a kick out of seeing me play it the first time. Unfortunately, that just wasn't something that I was able to do, and I apologize for that, but at least you get kind of a more concise playthrough of it where I'm just like, here we go, I did it. Oh, what does this one say? Let's see, bug, lock stays unlocked after level reset. Oh, that's right, so these things unlock, our keys disappear if we reset, but those things stay unlocked. So for areas like this, it's about killing guys in the right order and stuff, and using what health we have to kind of get through areas without taking too much damage too quickly. Because if we go back into the wall, the bad guys will come back to life. So we're kind of trying to avoid that in this current situation. So once again, I'm gonna check in. Oh, there it is. There's a thing. Oh, poopy. Oh, no. Ooh, close. That was, I almost fell and died. I wanted, this is what I need to do. Oh, okay. I think I know what I need to do. Let's come through here. And we're gonna stay on the right side over here until we're over here. There we go. And there we have a secret. Cool beans. That's exciting. It is a really cool game and a very interesting concept, and I really appreciate it. It's definitely in the vein of like Portal or something like that. And this is unfortunately where the game started being like uber super duper buggy for me, and my computer crashed. Although I did discover that it had at least partially to do with some of my settings on my computer. So I have remedied those, and things are a little bit better now. So here we want to get that key and get back over here. We already unlocked that one there, obviously. So that's gonna stay unlocked for us. So if we can manage to get over here, which we're gonna use some fancy footwork to get around behind this guy. I love it. It's so neat. Like the fact that you can like come out the wall behind somebody is a very unique feature. This is, I can't think of a lot of good ways that you could use these mechanics outside of exactly what they have in this game. So that's really cool. It's very well done because of that. So, okay, so now that we have that one open, we can get up here, and that will allow us to come over here, and this is where one of the other secrets are. And this is the other secret that I discovered. So we did miss one secret, and that's perfectly fine because I'm gonna leave that for you guys, because that just the so quickly coming in and out of the walls is a really satisfying mechanic. I really appreciate everything this game does because it does it all so well. And then this is the end here. So we got 2 out of 3 of the secrets. So I'm gonna leave that last one for you guys, so that you can check it out. I only had 2 deaths, and I took 430 damage. I actually did better the last time, although I found less secrets. So there's that. But anyway, if you guys want to try to beat my score, there's gonna be a link down in the description below. So I'll leave that last star and the 0 deaths run for you guys, because the big thing about it here at Nathanblakegames is us sharing our love of art, the art of games, and understanding that these are things to be experienced. And so, I mean, if I do everything in a game, then there's no point for you playing it necessarily, although I do want you guys to experience these things for yourself. So I like to leave some things undone a lot of times. That's not just an excuse for me to be like, oh, I didn't try as hard as I could have, you know, and oh, I could have done it if I tried. Because obviously I could just replay this a few more times and find that other star likely, but I do want there to be a reason for you guys to check these games out because they're really cool. They're really enjoyable. I want the creators to get the love that they deserve for the amount of time and effort they put into their art. And I want you to be able to have some fun with it too. So if you just see the whole game and every single secret and everything, it does kind of diminish the reason for you to play it. So, you know, I know a lot of you aren't necessarily going to go out and look for this game, but you can find the link in the description and you'll find the game there, and you can check it out. You can leave a comment for them, let them know what you thought of the game, and you can play it for yourself and try to find things that I missed. That being said, this is an incredibly artistic game. It's so awesome, so well done. It has a very, very satisfying feel to it. I'm really enjoying the number of games that are coming out right now that aren't just like straight horror, but are like something different, something interesting, something new. Those are some of my favorite games on my channel. You go back and you look at things like One Hand Clapping and things like that, Liff. I played a bunch of different games throughout the years that are like just really unique experiences, and it's people who are thinking outside the box. And I think that's one of the coolest things about games as art, is that if you can think outside the box, you can do something different. It's like comparing modern art to postmodern art. You know, it's a different concept. And once you start breaking down those normative like styles, and you start realizing that you can do things that are beyond what other people think you can do, that you get some super cool, really unique things. And I love it just so much. So thank you so much to the creator of this game for sharing your art with us. Please go show them some love on their HEO page. And yeah, thank you so much to the viewer for coming and hanging out with me. As always, we'll see you in the next one. For now, this is Nathan Blake signing off for Nathanblakegames, reminding you that games are art, art is important, and so are you. Sayonara. This has been Hammerspace. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it in the future, please like and comment below. If you're new to the channel and you would like to be notified of new videos, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Like my channel? Want to see it grow? Share this video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again, everyone. Sayonara.